Batch shipping is a way to ship multiple orders that have the exact same order items at the same time. So for example, I've created 3 different orders on my example client or my example store, and they all have the exact same product in this exact same quantity, which in this case is multi-managed snowboard in quantity of 1. So in order to start bulk shipping or batch shipping, go to the left-hand side menu and select bulk orders, and then you'll see a list of what we call suggested batches. So suggested batches are not yet an actual batch, but more of a potential batch. So they aggregate all the orders that are possible to ship in batch. So in this case, it's saying, well, here's 3 orders that all have the exact same items in the same quantities. You can ship these orders together if you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and click into that batch now, and this is where you begin creating the batch by adding extra information that is needed in order to create shipments. So one thing to note is that for an order to be eligible for batch shipping, it needs to be ready to ship. If you want more information on that and how to get orders ready to ship, then go ahead and head over to the orders video that we made. There's some more information over there. So I'll give you a little rundown of this batch ship page here from the top to bottom. First, you're going to have the items table. This shows you which items are going to be in each order and in what quantity. In this case, again, we have the snowboard in quantity of 1. It also shows you which location you're going to pull inventory from. So if I go ahead and click on this pickable 2 here, the location that it auto-suggested, it'll give you a list of all the locations that has that inventory and whether it's pickable or not. In this case, I have one inventory location for this snowboard, and it is pickable, as you can see by the check mark here. It shows you how many are in the location, whether there's a lot associated with it, and if so, the expiration date. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the selection since it's the only location possible, and press save. The next section is going to be the packing configuration section. So this is where you're going to decide which box you want to use. If you want to use a custom box, then you can input the length, width, and height of that box, and then also the weight of each shipment in the batch. So I actually don't have any boxes right now created for this organization. So I'm going to go ahead and do a custom box, and I'm going to just input some random numbers here. So I'll say 10, 10, and 10 inches for the box. We'll do a cube with a weight of 10 ounces. The last section of the page is an orders table. You can see the order numbers on the left-hand side that fall under this batch. You can click into the orders. You can also see the order date and the ship by date and any notes associated with the order. More information does get added to this table once you generate the batch, and it creates shipments for you. You get some shipment information on this table as well, and I'll show you that in a minute. In the top right-hand corner of this table, there's a little gear icon. If you click on that, you can set the max batch size. So if you don't want to create batches larger than 25, then you can set that to 25. If you don't want batches larger than 10 orders, then you can set that to 10. So I'm going to leave it at 25 for now. Save, come up to the top right-hand corner and press Generate Labels. So once it's done loading, it'll bring you to a page that looks extremely similar, except instead of Generate Batch in the top right-hand corner, it'll say Print Labels and Complete. If you scroll down, the packing configuration will be locked, so you can't change any of the information since all the shipments are already created. And if you look at the orders table, now you have some shipment information along with it, the tracking number, the cost of the shipment, as well as the carrier service level. On occasion, certain orders will have errors while creating the batch. If that's the case, you'll get a little section pop up right above the orders table that says there's been some errors. You can click on the error in the specific order and see what the error was, and then you can press Remove Orders with Error from Batch in order to remove those orders, and then you can go ahead and print the labels for the batch. In my case, I had no errors, so I'm going to head up to Print Labels, and I'm going to either select Print Invoices and Labels or Print Labels. So first, let's do Print Labels, and this will create a PDF of all the labels for that batch. Now if I go back and select Print Labels and Invoices, it'll do the same, but will include invoices with it, some packing slips. At this point, you should go ahead and print your labels or your labels and packing slips, create the boxes, and push them out for shipping. And then once you've done that for all of your packages and your shipments, go ahead and go up to the top right where it says Complete and press Complete. This will complete the batch and will send shipping information to the marketplaces. At this point, you can view that batch again by going to Completed in the tabs here at the top and click onto the batch and then you can see the batch information and print the labels again if you'd like. If you haven't completed the batch, it'll be under processing. A couple other things to note: if you're going to use a scale during the batch shipping process to weigh your packages, go to the top right hand corner and click on scales, and then make sure that you select the scale that you have connected. For printing, head to the printer button in the top right hand corner and make sure that you have the labels printer selected that you'd like to use, as well as the invoice printer.